Hey everyone, Admiral Prince Eric and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going for my entire discussions about the update 30.2 and about my birthday is very coming up ahead. So before I'm starting on, so don't forget to subscribe and click the bell or the notification icon. So I will post my World of Warships contents every day. So let's get started right now to it. So let's go. Okay, so update 30.2 Pinata Hunt, as well as for my birthday, 26th. The maintenance period is on March 14, Thursday, about 3 hours time, from 3 a.m. in the midnight until 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so update 30.2 delivers the following: the Pinata Hunt, early access to Commonwealth cruises, Commonwealth Team Event Pass, submarine updates, US aircraft carriers leave early access, rank battle season, brawls, YouTube memberships, interface improvements, balance changes, content additions and changes, and other changes. Before I'm getting started about to read this article entirely, I just wanted to make an announcement because my birthday is usually the coming up ahead next week. So get ready up to it. And without further ado, I'm going to be exciting on in the next week. I'm doing some my docket impression for the top tier American battleship Wisconsin. So stay tuned for that. Will be held on. Okay, so let's start on Pinata Hunt, which is going to be the April Fool's Day this year. But in reality, the Pinata Hunt is going to be a birthday party where a player holding a bat and must be a blindfold. And whenever you do, just spin around, then immediately using the bat to swing them towards its pinata. Then swing towards the pinata, then immediately get a prize. Now, in World of Warships, you'll be able to hunt a special pinata ship during the event to gain an advantage over your opponents. Available as a separate battle type, this year's event features the specially decorated colorful islands map. The details are as follows. The battles will be tier 8 and 9 ships of all types will be 7 players per team. When the pinata is taken down, a shrinking key area will spawn on the spot where it sinks. The Pinata Hunt will also introduce a new mechanic, support consumables. There are 8 unique support consumables in total, with each ship type having access to 5 of them. One consumable for each ship type will be unlocked at the start, while up to 4 others can be attained by completing missions or by purchasing them with credits in the armory. You'll be able to select only one support consumable per battle in each. During the Pinata Hunt event, you can obtain Pinata Hunt tokens by completing combat missions. You can exchange these tokens for rewards in the armory. So I'm really wanted to get participated in the Pinata Hunt unless wanted to do for getting on credits to do so. But I did right now back on the public test was on this recording video about the Italian large cruiser Michelangelo. So go ahead to check it out. But in this live server though, I'm not gonna record it. Okay, next one, early access to Commonwealth cruisers. The long-awaited Commonwealth cruisers are entering early access in this update. Both light and heavy cruisers are represented in this line, with low to mid tiers being armed with 152mm guns, while tier 8 onwards are armed with 203mm artillery. They can dish out decent damage per minute, but the drawbacks include relatively poor ballistics and slow traversing turrets. Starting from tier 3, these ships are initially armed with torpedoes. At tier 7, these torpedoes become long range. It can even be launched from stealth due to cruisers' excellent concealment. As it's standard for most cruisers, the line features hydrokiss research available in its own slot at tier 4 and sharing a slot with defensive AE-5 at later tiers. Starting at tier 5, the signature of the Commonwealth ships is a crawling smoke generator, also becomes available in its own slot. But Using the crawling smoke generator is just similar to the exhaust smoke generator feature from Italian Tech Tree cruisers. Although you can you can deploy the crawling smoke generator either fast or slow. Slow though, but it's just wanting to do to provide cover for division like that to do so. Okay, starting tier 8, these Commonwealth cruisers are equipped with a repair party with a standard characteristics, but you will receive recover more HP. Additionally, Commonwealth cruisers have access to enhanced submarine surveillance consumable with improved range starting from tier 5, and the depth charge airstrike also has improved characteristics. In honor of the event, the following thematic permanent camouflage are being added to the game: the Indian Tiger for Delhi, New Zealand Fern for Auckland, and Australian Ornament for Cerberus. Additionally, historical commanders Harold Farncombe and Leonard Murray, the Commonwealth Rockfish Patch, Commonwealth Team Commemorative Flag, and Commonwealth Team Premium Containers are being added to the game. So here's the picture right now, the permanent camouflage for Delhi, the Auckland, Cerberus, as well as this premium container, as well as the two historical commanders, as well as the rockfish patch, as well as the commemorative flag. So 2 updates later, the Commonwealth cruisers will be ahead to full release on May 2024. Will be update 30.4. Okay, Commonwealth Team Event Pass. In this update brings a new thematic event pass. You can participate in it and journey through 2 progression lines that offer loads of rewards. Each line comprises a total of 20 levels. Complete them to earn all the main rewards and gain access to additional rewards for completing extra levels. You'll be able to obtain Historical Commander Harold Farncombe with 6 skill points, the Commonwealth Team Commemorative Flag, the Indian Tiger Permanent Camouflage for Delhi, and Commonwealth tokens in the first progression line, as well as other valuable rewards. After completing initial 20 levels, you receive ×2 more signal containers as a reward for completing each extra level. Now, for second progression line, unlockable for doubloons holds a tier 6 Mysore as the most prized reward. Although I already acquired Mysore from the Santa's gift containers a few months ago. Among the other rewards, you'll be able to obtain permanent camouflages like Grey Gale, Canada Day, Ancient Tricolor, and Blue Lagoon, as well as Commonwealth tokens and other valuable items. After completing the initial 20 levels, you earn Commonwealth tokens as reward for completing extra levels. Now, the most feature comes for submarine updates. Multiple new features and changes for submarines are going to be implemented with this update. This will affect not only their gameplay, but also upgrades and balance. Further address the issue of submarine shotgunning. Submarine torpedoes will be adjusted to deal different amounts of damage based on distance. Submarines will also receive changes when it comes to upgrades. Some of the existing ones will be either changed or removed, while new ones will be introduced. Gameplay improvements which affect both submarines and surface ships. Additionally, balance changes are being applied to submarines in order to maintain the same level of effectiveness for the ship type. Upon the release of update 30.2, all players will be granted a 100% discount on the mounting upgrades during the first week. The effective upgrades that are mounted on submarines at the moment of the update release will be demounted at no cost and removed from players' accounts. Compensation will be issued according to the full prices. So, technically, if you wanted to use shotgunning for submarine, you will get cost torpedo with any ranges of that between from lowering to higher damage. But be careful for that when you when I play submarine against surface ships. After 2 months, US aircraft carriers leave early access. The early access to Independence, Yorktown, and Essex ends with the release of this update, and these ships will join the tech tree and become available to everyone. However, if you wanted to get the support aircraft carrier, but you must unlock blindly first to get unlocked Independence. The new aircraft carriers only have access to one standard torpedo bomber squadron, which is supplemented with two tactical squadrons consisting of attack and dive bomber aircraft. Starting from Tier 8, the tactical squadrons are equipped with the new smoke curtain generator consumable. So the Independence and assets are finally returning back to the game after 5 years. So I really need to do a head to start right now. But I'm doing the start grind for Independence. Always to join, always to reach the top tier assets to link up with Midway immediately. Okay, this update brings a new ranked battle season. It began on March 14 with the release of the update until it ends for 2 months on May 14. Okay, in the Bronze League, battles will be held in the 6 vs 6 format with Tier 8 ships. And in both the Silver and Gold Leagues, players will be held a Tier 10 ships including super ships. For the Bronze and Silver Leagues, no more than 1 submarine, 4 battleships and 4 destroyers are allowed per team. For the Gold League, no more than 1 submarine, 3 battleships and 4 destroyers per team. Ultimately, the aircraft carriers will be unavailable during this ranked battle season. Well, technically this is going to be the live on. But we should things come up to it. But I really wanted to... My birthday was to go on for Gold League in advance. Okay, brawls will be held on the update 30.2 right away. Starts tomorrow. Starts on March 15. In update 13.2, we'll see 4 brawls unleashed in different formats. The first brawl will utilize a 5 vs 5 format with Tier 8 battleships, aircraft carriers and submarines. No more than 1 submarine, 1 aircraft carrier, and 4 battleships per team are allowed. Players can participate in divisions up to these 3 players. Okay, so the first round took place from March 15 until March 18 on Monday. Any consequential brawls during update 30.2 will be available right now on Monday. Here are some YouTube memberships with applying something beneficial and community contributors. Right now I do not want to read this entirely. Now, the interface improvements right now in the update 30.2. We improved the client interface by including 2 additional windows. The first one displays information about client bonuses, and the second window displays the client description and additional information. We also added the ability to include a clickable Discord link in the client description. Okay, this is gonna be another major changes this time for clans. Okay, so far, balance changes made up to this in update 30.2 was very well done by World of Warships developers. Okay, so I would not to read it entirely, but I already read on in the World of Warships dev blog. Now, content additions and changes are the following in the future updates. New portraits and voiceovers for standard Commonwealth commanders have been added to reflect India, New Zealand, Australia and Canada. The French Tier 6 cruiser Montcalm, the British Tier 6 cruiser Orion 44, and British Tier 7 battleship Duke of Bronte, used to test Rodney, were added for testing by developers, volunteers and community contributors. For future changes, with the release of the update 30.3, the Battle of the Somme container will be added to the armory. This means that players will be able to complete the Battle of the Somme collection if they missed the challenge during the previous event. The Battle of the Somme container contents will change starting with update 30.3. From on slot 1 is going to be 100% chance for 1 times Battle of the Somme collection event. Due to above mentioned changes starting with the next update, all Battle of the Somme containers will automatically be open for all players who have them available on their accounts. This way, players will obtain the current rewards for the container before any changes take place. But I already did for that Battle of Somme collection took place last year, but I will look forward to this missing part. It's the Japanese battle cruisers on early access, which is very inactive by the way. Okay, there are other changes so far, so I'm not gonna read it entirely. If you wanted to complete these two changes, please go on to the player support if they fix issues of the feedback. Okay, so I'm finally done right now in the full patch notes and update 13.2. Okay, for my birthday is usually that coming in World of Warships. Having started my streaming and recording about it for 1 year ago, but I'm ready to continue as a community contributor in World of Warships Asia so far, but I already have a Discord server, which I can less communicate other players worldwide. So I'm very wish to satisfy my opportunity and to gonna need a high popularity. For my birthday took place next week though. There will be the first round of the public test 30.3. It's gonna be exciting in this content. The docket event in 2024 is going to be top tier American battleship Wisconsin. The call sign is called Whiskey. So I read them in the latest step blog, but I'm related to my opportunity to record my video for a docket impression. So stay tuned for that, will be held on. Okay, so thank you guys so much watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell on the notification icon. So we'll posting my World of Warships contents in any order right now. Thank you guys so much watching, and I hope you see you in my next video. Peace out guys. The update is coming to this year. And for my birthday also.